Elizabeth Stevens.
I'm Shere Khan.
And welcome to Disney Villain Deathmatch. It's lion versus tiger.
Tiger versus lion.
Tigon.
Liger
episode. All the things are happening.
We are doing the Jungle Book versus the Lion King. And listen, I know that we like to make a lot of predictions beforehand.
Yeah.
And we're always like, oh, this is going to go in a direction. And then sometimes we're surprised. We're not going to be surprised
No.
episode. I watched the Jungle Book today, and Shere Khan is going down.
Shere Khan is going down.
Shere Khan is going super
Because not
down.
only is Scar just despicable, in case you don't remember.
Yes.
But Shere Khan's in the movie for like 3 minutes?
Maybe like 5.
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. I watched an hour and 20-minute movie and saw 5 minutes of Tiger.
Well, he's got a really great minion, though, because that snake.
Well, the snake's not really his minion is the thing.
Oh, okay. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so with no spoilers. First, though, real quick, because this will probably be a short episode.
Yeah.
Do you have a personal history with these two movies, or either one of them?
I think that, well, I don't really. I do remember watching The Lion King like a lot. I think that was probably one of my favorites whenever I was a kid.
Yeah.
And just watched that all the time, over and over again. To this day, I don't think that I can watch the Mufasa scene without, the Mufasa death scene without just like totally losing it. There was one day a couple years ago where our buddy Zach and I were out shopping, and we were in Sam's Club, and all of the televisions were like up along the wall. They were playing The Lion King. And it was on that scene, and he and I are, grown adults in our early 20s, and we're both just like, oh God, and like having to turn away and not look at the screen because we were going to start crying in line to check out.
It's very moving.
Yeah.
I watched it with my boys, and the music is so moving there, too, that they both got really sad and wanted to come hug me.
Aww.
So, yeah, no, it's a moving scene. You're not alone.
Okay, good. Well, what about you?
Yeah, Lion King came out when it was like 92 or 94?
92 or 93.
92, 93, yeah. Well, it was right around the age where I was still super into Disney movies, but also thought Jonathan Taylor Thomas was really cute. So I watched it a gazillion million times. I really liked the music for it, too, and it was something very different at the time for Disney to do. So I remember watching it tons of times. We took a family vacation to Galveston, and I bought a Lion King towel.
That's
so
precious.
I remember that. And I had a giant stuffed Rafiki that my first boyfriend won for me at the fair.
That's fantastic.
So Lion King, special place in my heart. Also, it's one of the first CDs my family ever bought when we bought a CD player.
Yeah.
So we would listen to it and be like, oh my God, it sounds so great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I sound old now. That's okay. I'm that person. Wow. I'm only 33. Anyway. The Jungle Book, though, I remember watching really often with my grandma. When I would stay the night at my Grandma Jean's house, Jungle Book was one of her favorites, and she loved the Elephant Patrol. So she would put the movie on, and we'd watch it together, sort of, and then, she'd get up to do a little something, whether it was cook or
tidying up.
Whatever she was doing, yeah. But I remember hollering, Grandma, it's the Elephant Patrol. And I remember once her being on the phone with someone and saying, oh, I have to go, it's the Elephant Patrol, and hanging up. And I felt so like my grandma was just the best and the coolest and the nicest lady in the world.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That story.
But I have one more story. This is gross. This is a gross story about the Jungle Book. Okay. So me and my sisters used to, when we were probably, it was before kindergarten for me or right around kindergarten. So I was probably about Corbin's age, which puts Elaine at a little older than Raya, probably. And so my older sister, Angie, would have been 3 years older than that. So she'd have been about like 7, probably.
Sure.
6 or 7, something like that. Yeah. So we would play Elephant Patrol. And we would sing the song, oh, we march from here to there. And we would have straws in our mouths like trunks. And we would suck up like the dust from along the crevices, like in windowsills and stuff, which sounds completely disgusting and gross. I can't imagine why did we do that thing? I don't know. Why didn't we just blow out of the little snot? I don't know. I don't know. It was a terrible plan. It's really gross, and no one will ever kiss me again.
How many dead flies did you suck up into your mouth?
Many dead flies.
Many dead flies. That's disgusting.
It's super disgusting. I have no idea what I was thinking.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You owe everyone an apology, I think.
Yep.
Well, let's get into it, I guess.
Okay. With that cheerful anecdote, let's go.
Okay, so do you want to start? Or I guess I should. Here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and start with all of these categories because everything that I have to say is a lot shorter.
Fair.
And I'm far more
Probably
interested
true.
in hearing about Scar, so we're gonna...
Scar's really cool, y'all.
Yeah, no, Scar's really good. I'm super sad that I did not get to watch The Lion King and instead had to watch The Jungle Book, which is why next time when we're doing Hook versus Mother Gothel, I'm calling dibs on Tangled.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, no, I know.
It's also
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
Disney movies I own.
Fair.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
But Mother Gothel is interesting.
Yes.
That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should both
But I'm
watch
into
that
Hook.
one
That's
again.
good. You know, I probably will anyway.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah, just to brush up. Okay.
There you go. Okay, so we're going to start with first impressions. So the first impressions of Shere Khan, you hear about him initially pretty early in the movie whenever all the wolves are gathering and they're talking about how Shere Khan has come back to this part of the jungle and he hates man, so he hates Mowgli, so Mowgli can no longer be under the protection of the pack. And you can tell that all of the wolves are like really nervous about this and really, I mean, like Shere Khan is presented as just like the baddest of the bads. Like, oh no, Shere Khan is coming back to this part of the jungle. We can't even like protect this man cub anymore. No, he'll kill us. He'll kill our families. He'll, just wreck up shop. So first impressions are that like, this is a big old scary tiger. And then you don't see him again until like the 47-minute mark.
Yeah, he's gone for a long time.
Him not being there, which is why this is probably one of the only instances where I'll be kind of sad that we weren't doing like the live action remake, because the live action Jungle Book that came out a couple years ago was actually really, really good.
Interesting.
And also,
I didn't see it.
Shere Khan was voiced by Idris Elba and was phenomenal. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The cast of that movie is amazing. Scarlett Johansson plays Ka.
I have a vague recollection of this now.
Yeah. No, I recommend it. It's a pretty good movie.
Okay. Well, I'll have to watch that.
Walken and Bill Murray. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the cartoon. So you hear that Shere Khan is the baddest of the bad, and then you don't see him again for 40 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. You start right out with Scar, which is pretty great. So, yeah, we get Scar right away, and I love the design work for Scar, actually. He, especially compared to Mufasa, Mufasa has like this really soft, flowing mane, and he looks kind of snuggly but still fierce. Scar is like sharp and angular, and he's got that really black mane that's kind of shaggy, very sharp teeth, the glowing green eyes, very sinister looking.
The scar across his face.
The scar across his face. It's super cool. Yeah, I like him quite a lot right from the go. He's also, you see immediately that he's very arrogant and very lazy, but also very ambitious, I guess. Like, he's such a Slytherin. Scar is like super Slytherin, man. Yeah.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about their motivations. So Shere Khan's motivation basically is that he hates man, he hates mankind, he hates humans, and he wants to kill Mowgli. And that's it. That's it. Just straight up murder. That's basically his whole deal.
Wow. Yeah. Just get rid of him, get him out of the jungle, I guess?
Basically,
just get him out of the jungle?
I think that...
and he's afraid of fire.
He does not like fire. And in the live action Jungle Book, again, you're given like kind of a lot of backstory behind that. But here in the cartoon, you don't really get a lot of it. Just that he hates man and he's afraid of fire, which doesn't even really come up again until like the very, very, very last bit of the film. But yeah, no, Shere Khan's whole deal is just that he's coming back to this part of the jungle, and if he finds out there's a human there, he wants to kill him.
Scar sounds much more complicated. Yeah. Well, he has a legit argument. I mean, he was second in line for the throne, probably already plotting Mufasa's death so that he could take the throne when Mufasa's son is born, and so now he's second in line, and it just takes, I mean, all that ambition that he had of being king, it makes it that much harder to do. So he is straight up ready to just kill two of his family members to get the throne. Yeah.
That's pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
Yeah.
Pretty dark.
Yeah. Royalty, man. You don't want to get up all in their drama. It's really bad, especially whenever it's based off of Hamlet. So
yeah.
Okay, so after motivations, we've got lair. What kind of lair? Well, so Shere Khan doesn't really have a lair. We don't even see like a place that like he hangs out. I mean, like the whole jungle is his lair. I mean, he's a big old huge tiger, and tigers are huge, and Shere Khan is very, very big. So the entire jungle, I guess, which is kind of a way of saying he doesn't really have one. There's not like a specific location where he goes and like does his plotting. He's just kind of, walking about wherever he wants to. And just kind of doing his thing, which, I mean, I guess there's something kind of cool about that, but again, not really a lair.
It's not a lair at all. So almost no lair points. If we were doing points and we're not. So Scar, first of all, I mean, he's wherever he is on Pride Rock is like nothing. He's got his own little cave, and that's fine. However, the elephant graveyard, though,
The Elephant Graveyard is pretty
It's
baller.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Elephant Graveyard is real cool.
Yes.
Great shadow work done there. Like the green flames.
Yeah,
it's really neat.
The entire Be Prepared song is so
Oh my
good.
God.
It's
the whole
so
song,
good.
that whole sequence is great. I totally agree.
And the terrifying hyenas all throughout also. Yeah, it's a really excellent sequence.
It was also a really fun level on the game, on the Sega game. Because
That's right,
y'all,
we've talked about this before.
Sarah doesn't believe me.
No, I don't.
But I beat the game on Sega Genesis. I have played Lion King through to the end and defeated Scar.
No,
I won.
it's impossible.
That's not true. I did it.
You can't get past the wildebeest level. No,
I did it. I did it.
Ends at the wildebeest level.
I did it though.
Didn't you also beat the Aladdin game? I mean, don't you also claim to have beaten the Aladdin game?
I did not beat the Aladdin game.
Right,
that one was really hard.
It was really
that
hard.
one was really hard. I don't remember even getting past like the marketplace. I probably did at some point, but impossible game.
So next are minions. So you had mentioned Ka right at the top of the episode, but again, Ka isn't really Shere Khan's minion. Ka just Shere Khan and Ka just happen to cross paths, and because Shere Khan is like so big and so scary, just kind of like tells Ka what to do, and Ka sort of listens.
Oh.
But it's not the same sort of situation that you've got like with the hyenas and Scar. Like, Ka is not working for Shere Khan. Ka is looking out for Ka, and so it's giving Shere Khan information to avoid being like straight up murdered.
Okay.
So Shere Khan doesn't actually really have any minions. He talks a little bit to the vultures kind of there at the end, but even they end up, being on Mowgli's side. So
I love those vultures. They're like one of my favorite parts of the...
Anyway. But yeah, so no one is on Shere Khan's side. Shere Khan is like all about going out and doing the thing himself, and doesn't need to rely on anybody else because he's a big freaking tiger.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Scar, of course, has the hyenas. They're really great.
Yeah.
They were really funny when I was a kid, and they're really funny now. Whoopi Goldberg, I know, is one. I don't know who the other two.
Whoopi Goldberg plays Bonsai. Cheech Marin plays the other one, and then I don't know who plays
Ed, but he's
is
funny.
The crazy one.
Yeah.
Bonsai. Oh gosh, what is his name?
Shenzi. Yes.
Yeah, Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed. Yes,
yeah.
Nailed it.
They're fantastic. They're so funny. They're not particularly competent though, because they do chase Simba out, but they were supposed to kill him.
Right.
They did not kill him.
Yes.
Spoilers. He comes back. But at the end, they are the ones who kill. It's not spoilers, I guess. But anyway, like they are vicious. They are vicious, Scar. And they converge on Scar. Yes. Plus, they get to be in the cool song, which is pretty great.
Yes.
I like the hyenas. They're not very good minions. Have we had any minions that beat out Flotsam and Jetsam? I feel like they are number ones.
Oh, I don't think so. Flotsam and Jetsam were really very, very good. And
they're very good.
Competent.
Yeah. And creepy.
And very creepy. But yeah, otherwise not. I think the closest we get is Mirage for Syndrome as far as like competence goes, but then she straight up, turns on him.
She defects though. So, yeah. And these ones also, well, they don't defect, but they do turn on him. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. So, I enjoy the hyenas a lot. I think they're really funny. And again, Be Prepared is an excellent song.
Have you ever seen Lion King on Broadway?
No.
I would really love to go do that. I know that it comes through Oklahoma like quite often.
It does.
We need to go do that thing.
We should figure that out. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
I think that we would really, really enjoy that. So next, means to their end. What were they willing to do in order to accomplish their goal? Shere Khan was gonna eat a little boy. A little human boy.
Yep, but he didn't.
But
right?
He didn't.
Yeah, but he was gonna eat him.
Yeah, no, he was gonna. So he's like prowling through the jungle. He's listening in on other people's conversations. At one point, when Bagheera is talking to the elephants about, Mowgli is lost and they need to go find him, that's when Shere Khan like gets all of his information about Mowgli being in the jungle and like he wants to go find him and goes and talks to Ka. So basically, again, like just goes around bullying everybody and then was fought Baloo, so was gonna fight a bear.
Oh yeah.
Just absolutely planned on using his teeth and claws and murdering a human child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Scar was very manipulative, which I do not like. 3 guesses why, y'all. You listen to my other shows? Anyway, yes, when he said to Simba about the elephant graveyard, only the bravest lions go there. He's already just being, and that was potentially sending him to his death. The hyenas could have killed him.
Yeah.
It's off the territory of the lions. And I mean, he absolutely could have gone to his death. Mm-hmm. He was only saved by Mufasa.
Yeah.
And then he absolutely orchestrated the death of Mufasa.
Yes.
And I think he wanted Simba to die too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted both of them to be trampled to death by wildebeest, which is a real bad way to go.
Yes.
And again, manipulating Mufasa to go after Simba by saying, you know, there's a stampede in the gorge and it's Simba and you have to save him. So it's like using the virtue of Mufasa against him to kill them both. And then when Simba doesn't die, guilting him into believing that it's his fault. He says, you know, but the king is dead. And if it weren't for you, he would still be alive.
Run away, Simba. Run away and never return. God, oh man, no,
it's really bad.
Good, yeah.
Then he becomes king and is terrible at it.
Yes.
He only cares about himself. Everyone is starving.
Yep.
The hyenas have completely taken over the Pride Land. Everything is just a garbage fire. It's just a dumpster fire, right? It's all terrible. People are starving. All the animals are starving. There's nothing green left. And he doesn't care because he's still fat and happy sitting on the top, which is all that he wanted. He backhands Sarabi.
Which is
Do you remember that?
Okay.
Not okay. Absolutely backhanded Sarabi. And then when he gets confronted by Simba, completely throws the hyenas under the bus. He's such a coward. Yeah, he will take, he's going to blame all of the hyenas for everything that went wrong.
Yeah.
So he's awful in the worst, in my opinion.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about how each of these villains bit it. How did they die? Here's the thing. So at the end of the Jungle Book, you see that Mowgli has tied Shere Khan's tail around a branch that is on fire from the lightning strike, and he runs off like into the wilderness and like through the grassy plains. We don't actually see Shere Khan die. I think that we can assume that he died, but well, it starts raining immediately after that, and all of the other fire goes out. So I think that the fire on the stick in his tail also goes out. So, I don't think that Shere Khan actually dies in this movie.
I don't think he does. He just runs off, right?
Yeah, he just runs off. I don't know if he dies in the original book, and I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he dies in, like, the live-action film, but again, we're not talking about that.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
So, he doesn't. He does get a flaming branch tied to his tail, and he does run away.
Okay. Well, Scar faces off against Simba up on the top of Pride Rock, which is a pretty great fight scene, actually, and a very hard level to beat in the Sega Genesis game, but I did. I beat it. Anyway, so he gets in the fight with Simba. Simba is going to have mercy on him and tell him, run away, never come back.
Yeah.
But he throws ashes and cinders and burning embers into Simba's face so that he can attack him again. And Simba, in self-defense, just kind of like pushes him off and pushes him off the entire ledge.
Yeah.
He does not die falling down the ledge, but all the hyenas converge on him and eat him. He gets eaten by hyenas.
He gets eaten by hyenas.
Thrown off of Pride Rock and eaten by hyenas.
That's a pretty intense.
That's a pretty cool way to go if you're a super villain.
And awesome way to go. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so we are now at so generally, what it says in our notes is they want the same princess dead, and who gets them first, but what are we doing in this example?
Let's say Scar wants, like King Louis, to learn the secret of fire. Because that sounds totally like something Scar would do.
Yes,
so he wants to get there first, but he knows Shere Khan's just going to kill him, and he'll never know the secret of fire.
Right. That's really great. Okay,
that's good, right?
Okay, so who gets to King Louis? The orangutan first.
What?
Okay.
No, not King Louis. It's Kaa. Kaa has Mowgli.
Yes. You said King Louis, though.
Yeah, because King Louis wanted to know about the fire.
Okay, let's start over completely.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so let's say that both of these wild jungle cats want to get to Mowgli for various and sundry purposes.
Yeah, Mowgli is being held by Kaa.
Yes.
And Scar wants to catch him and learn the secret of man's red fire, just like King Louis wanted to.
Okay, great.
And Shere Khan just wants to kill him dead. So if Shere Khan gets there first, Scar never learns the secret of man's red fire, and he really wants that.
Excellent.
I like it.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so...
Conflict lock.
Conflict lock, absolutely. In the movie, The Jungle Book, Kaa did have Mowgli, and Shere Khan got to Kaa, and was fooled by the snake and
because
did not actually
the swirly eyes.
No, like Shere Khan actually doesn't let Ka do the swirly eyes. Like
That's
Ka
right.
manages to do it to Mowgli, and to Bagheera. But Shere Khan straight up is like, I don't even hit me with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think so. No, sir. Excuse me. I'm Shere Khan.
What am I, new?
Yeah, but he doesn't realize that Mowgli is there. So I think that Shere Khan might be like hyper focused and wouldn't quite realize that. I mean, like, because we have the scenario. Okay, Ka has Mowgli, and then what? But like that happened in the movie. And
That's
Shere
true.
Khan didn't
But we have to say that Shere Khan knows that Ka has Mowgli. I think we have to say it that way.
I think that he is a big old tiger. I'm pretty sure that he would just like climb up the tree. And this is going to be hard because Scar also just a big old lion who could climb up the tree.
He also has all the hyenas, though.
That's true. So like he could like.
Plus, he's way smarter than Shere Khan.
And he is very much smarter and smarmier and I think far more deadly than Shere Khan, frankly. I mean, Shere Khan is just like doing what tigers do.
Also,
and Scar has like delusions of grandeur.
It's so true. Yeah, I think we have to give it to Scar. I think there's
really
no way in which Scar doesn't come out ahead. There's just no way.
No, I mean, if it was like just a head-to-head between Scar and Shere Khan, Scar would figure out a way to like get under Shere Khan's skin and manipulate him in some way or another to get him either like off the trail or...
Yeah. No, I do think Shere Khan is bigger.
I think so. I think
there's
generally
that.
tigers are bigger than lions. So they're actually fighting, but they're not actually fighting.
Yeah, it's true. We're setting them as villains, not just as, big cats.
Right.
So, yeah. So, I think we have to give this one to Scar. I don't think there's any way that Shere Khan can win. There's just no way.
Either. And the other thing is that, like, Scar shows up in way more of his movie than Shere Khan does. And like, Shere Khan is cool, just not that interesting. And frankly, I mean, like, whenever you see, at the end, whenever, like, he's fighting Baloo, and, I mean, I realize that this movie was made in, like, 79 or whatever.
Right.
But, I mean, like, it's just, it wasn't as engaging. I didn't find myself very concerned for Mowgli or anybody involved. And I know that, like, whenever, you're watching The Lion King, like, those fight scenes are, like, very, very intense. And, like, really, I mean, like...
It's true. Yeah, they really were. God, it's a great movie.
It is a very good
Lion
movie.
King is a great movie. I mean, I like Jungle Book, too. I think it's really fun.
Sure, yeah.
But Lion King is a great movie.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and give it to Scar, so let me go ahead and pull up our bracket.
Yeah, and I'm very interested in who he goes up against.
That is a very good question.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are currently in round 5, The Lion King versus The Jungle Book, and Scar is the definitive winner, which means that we won't find out who he's facing up against until round 6 in 2 weeks. Round 6 is when we're doing Tangled and Peter Pan, so Scar is either going to be fighting Captain Hook or Mother Gothel. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Mother Gothel.
We're going to find out. That's really good. Either way, it's going to be an interesting matchup.
It sure will. I completely agree. So again, this was kind of a shorter episode, but I mean, that's what happens whenever your villain isn't really in the movie, like a whole lot.
Sure.
So, also, we're back on our regular schedule now. Thanks again for being patient with us as we're getting all of that worked out. So in 2 weeks, we will come back and we're going to be doing Tangled and Peter Pan. And we're really looking forward to that. If you want to get in touch with us and talk to us about the show or about some of your thoughts, I think that there are some odd ones who are working on like villain songs.
It's pretty great. Yeah, little villain parody songs.
Are you guys going to record them?
Please do.
What's the situation there? Like, I need to hear these songs sung, please.
It's true. It's not the same when we just get to read the lyrics,
right,
although that's also great.
Yes, no, also very good. You can reach both of us over on Twitter at Common Room Cast. You can reach me personally at Elsa Grab the Salt.
I'm at Lizbeth Ray 555. You can also find me on my website, ElizabethRayStevens.com, where you can pre-order my novel, Idlewild.
It's very, very good. It has almost nothing to do with lions or tigers or bears. I did it.
Oh, my.
I did it. That was really great.
Segued perfectly.
It was a perfect segue. Okay, so if you like this show, if you like the kind of thing that we're doing over here, please go pre-order Elizabeth's books. It's so good. I got so distracted thinking about how good that book is. But you can go to patreon.com/commonroomradio, where you can kick us $1 a month or whatever you can afford. We wouldn't be doing this show if it weren't for our Patreon support.
That's true.
This is our livelihood. This is our job.
Yep.
This is our job. We do this as a job.
Uh-huh.
So please support us in that way. If you can't do that, just tell a friend, send people our direction, whatever you can do. We super duper appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. iTunes reviews are helpful too.
iTunes reviews are always, always helpful. Also, we're thinking about maybe doing like a Disney Villain Deathmatch like t-shirt. So if you're interested in that at all, or maybe a Disney Princess Deathmatch t-shirt, let us know and we'll get all that worked out and get that sorted so that everybody can have some fancy shirts with,
dripping blood and crowns.
Yes, or poison apples. Whatever you got.
Whatever your thing is.
Yep, whatever your thing is. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this week. Again, we'll be back in 2 weeks with Tangled and Peter Pan. And once again, from Common Room Radio, I'm Sarah K. Bazant.
And I'm Elizabeth Stevens. We'll see you next time.
Bye.